Coming from Ars Technica, China recovered its first reusable rocket and showed a new way to do it. Quote, clearly they admire the work that's been being done by SpaceX and are trying to replicate it. Yay! China's trying to replicate SpaceX. Yay! Yet another tale in the annals of 2026. So I think this is kind of an interesting story to take a look at. I'm not too worried about the whole space race thing. I do think this is interesting though when you take a look at SpaceX and the valuation of SpaceX, especially as it's plummeting. I take a look at the stock and it's like $137 a share now. They've literally lost $1 trillion over the past 2.5 weeks. $1 trillion of value went poof, right? But anyways, one of the things we're told about SpaceX is, all the stuff that we are normally told about SpaceX. But one of their big things is that they are a space launch company, right? They do 90% or something of the space launches in the United States. And this gives them just a massive competitive edge over all of their other theoretical competitors out there. What I think is interesting about this is it is simply showing how Chinese industrial policy is catching up to everything we do so quickly, right? I remember, it wasn't that long ago, somewhere around 2005, about 20 years ago, 15, 20 years ago, I remember when they were launching their astronauts into space for the first time, and there were a lot of people in the Western media, the Western pundits that were saying, why are they launching people into space when they still have people hungry in their country? That is a waste of resources, right? Now they have a space station, they're launching rovers to the dark side of the moon, and their space capabilities are basically getting better by the day. I think they're in the process of actually launching their own space-based AI data centers. They're on the process of launching their own constellation to compete with Starlink, and basically day by day by day by day, they just keep moving forward, and day by day by day by day, we keep building bubbles. And I think this is one of my big frustrations. When you hear this whole, strategic competition between the United States and China, like my frustration is that we just simply do not seem to have an idea of what the hell we're doing. We have no true understandable industrial policy. So like even this whole thing with the space race, right? So I remember back under the George Bush administration, back before Obama, before 2008, right? George Bush wanted to get us back to the moon, right? So he came up with this whole program for NASA to get Americans back to the moon. And they were going along doing that. And then Obama comes into office and he goes, well, we are going to go back to the moon, but we're not going to do it that way. We're going to come up with our own way of going back to the moon. And so basically we have this idea, like we want to get to the moon. And so we have this one way that we're going to get to the moon. And then they get scrapped by the next administration. And then it goes through the next couple of administrations and keeps getting scrapped, keeps getting scrapped, and keeps getting scrapped. So we really just had, the Artemis? What's it called, the Artemis? We just had this one mission where we just sent astronauts. They literally went around the moon. Did you even know this happened? A lot of Americans don't even know this happened, right? First, the first mission was to send up a pod or whatever, and that circled around the moon automatically. And then we sent up this next mission to put astronauts and have them circle around the moon. And then I think this entire program that's being created, I think they only have 1 or 2 more launches. So we've gotten to this point. We launched an autonomous thing to go around the moon. We've launched astronauts to go around the moon. We have like a couple more launches. And then after that, the entire program gets shut down. Because now we're off to the next program. Because there's no sane industrial policy that we're following. China created a policy. Again, they plan the work and work the plan. And it just seems like day by day by day, they're moving forward, just at a nice, steady speed. Where we have our politicians, they come out, they scream, they're bombastic, they do whatever their version of truth social is. They come out and talk about how amazing America is. And then that goes along for like 3 or 4 years until the entire program is shut down and they go to the next program. until that's shut down. And then go to the next program until that's shut down. Go to the next program, that's shut down. So basically that's the thing. Here's the thing with China, right? China, it's very expensive to build a rocket to go to the moon. Then basically what China has done is they have allocated enough money to send a rocket to the moon. Here's our issue. We allocate enough money to send a rocket to the moon, and then we scrap that and allocate enough money to send a different rocket to the moon. And then we send a different rocket to the moon. So not only does it cost more to do everything in the United States, but then we keep scrapping things halfway through the program. So it then costs 4 times as much as it was supposed to cost originally. And I have no idea how this is supposed to work for our benefit. I have no idea how we're winning. We were told by the Trump administration, we would get tired of winning. As I say many times nowadays, your parasocial daddy is tired. I am tired. I don't really know if I would define this as winning. So it'll be curious to see how this moves forward, and also what's going to happen, like with things like the SpaceX stock, right? So the big thing with SpaceX is they're the only company with these reusable rockets that can have a steady cadence for being able to launch stuff into orbit. China, they've been able to prove that they can do that now. So if they get up a steady cadence of launching crap into orbit, how long before SpaceX is an also ran? Think about that with Tesla, right? Tesla right now is essentially being propped up by the American government. If Chinese electric cars were able to be sold in the United States, Tesla would die. The only reason they're viable in the United States is because of all the protectionism. And I do wonder, as we go forward, is the only way SpaceX, as a launch company, God knows everything else, is the only way it's going to be competitive or successful is basically by not allowing anybody else. It's basically buy Chinese services and that type of deal. It'll be curious to see how this goes. So what do you think about this? What do you think about China? Their first reusable rocket has now been caught. How quick until they are surpassing SpaceX? What do you think about this too with SpaceX's $1.7 trillion valuation until it was $2 trillion, until it was $2.9 trillion, and now it's back to being like $1.8 trillion. What do you think about this in compared to SpaceX's valuation? Put your thoughts down in the comment section down below. If you like these episodes, do remember they're on Spotify and on Apple Podcasts. Link is down below. Also, if you want to follow me on LinkedIn, there's a link down there too. With that, see y'all later.